Hey, it's Dennis. Welcome back. Okay, so today I'm going to go over the payroll reporting for your project to show you how to send your time over to the office. This process could be automated very easily. I think what I have works for most companies. If automation is something that your company's interested in, I just need to know what accounting software you use. And then we can make some files that'll pass back and forth between them. The whole thing will be very simple. But let's go over here and start at the Pay Periods tab. So you have the option of weekly or bi-weekly. That seems to suit most companies. If for some reason you need monthly, let me know. We can add that in there. It's not a problem. Generally, when you set up your project, you will pick your next pay period. Just tells the program what day of the week you want to pay on. And then down here you need to pick the date range for the week that you're working with. So let's just say that we just had our last day of the pay period and now you want to turn in your report. Again, this is an older project that I use for demonstrations, so I'm going to have to scroll back in time here to where the time was entered for this project in 2019. So I'm going back to March and this week of the 18th, and then I'll pick the last day of the week. Let's say the 23rd. Click refresh. And it's going to pull up this sheet right here. This tells you, who worked on this project right here. And, the pay period date is the 22nd. You'll notice over here where it says lock, there's a yes on all of these. So these employees, on the last day of the pay period, when they log in to enter their hours, it's going to tell them, hey, it's the end of the pay period. You need to complete entering your hours, and you need to verify them. So it's going to let them enter the hours, and they can make whatever changes they want, and then it's going to ask them, do you swear that your time is accurate, and do you want to submit this timesheet? And they'll have to click yes. Now, on the last day of the pay period, if they don't log in and put their hours in and do their big swear that everything's accurate, it's going to lock them out. Okay, and then it's going to generate this report for me. This will tell me which of my workers have been locked out of the, time entry. And I'll have to manually unlock it for them right here so that they can enter their time. The reason it does that is because I don't want to submit a payroll report until I know everyone has verified hours entered in that they've, agreed to and accepted. Okay? So I'll have a little talk with them. I'll say, look, this is a big inconvenience for me to have to go in and unlock this time entry for you, and you need to not do that, and you need to be responsible, and you need to get your time entered in. But I'm going to go ahead and unlock it for them, and then I'm going to have them get their time entered in and accepted. So What I'll do again is once I know they've got their time in, I'll run this report again. As long as no names show up here, then I can go up to reports. And I can click on the time card report. And I can select my project. If I have multiple projects, I'll select those here. If all of these are my projects, I'll just check it right there, right? But we're just going to be concerned about this project for right now. Now, I don't know which of these employees worked on that project. I didn't go back in and look. I'm just going to select them all. Then I'm going to go to my paid period date. So we'll scroll back to 19. And March 18th. And then I'll click View Report. This will pull up the report that goes into the office. Since we only selected one project, there's only one project listed right here. If this employee worked on multiple projects, they would all be listed underneath here so we could see where they've been working and the hours they spent on each project. You can see that this one is listed NA. The reason for that is this employee did not work on that project this week. Okay, and again, this report right here could be transmitted to your office electronically, as a file that they could import into their accounting software. Just need to know what, program they're using and what format it wants to see. But that's about all there is to payroll reporting. First, go in, verify that everybody's entered their time. For the ones that got locked out, you have to unlock it, have them come to your office, enter their time, get it done correctly. I've worked for a lot of small companies, and a lot of times their payroll goes in wrong, and then I get phone calls the next, I have employees come into my office and tell me they didn't get paid the right hours, that the payroll department screwed up, of course, because they put the wrong hours in, right? Then the payroll department gets angry because they have to fix that, and they have to add the hours onto the next pay period, and maybe it puts them over on hours, but they can't pay overtime, and it's a big hassle. So the way that I dealt with that is to make the employee get their time in on the last day of the pay period and swear under oath that the hours are correct. And it's hard for them to come into my office and say, oh, I made a mistake, when the software is asking them, is this correct? And do you, are you certifying that these hours are correct? So that's kind of how I solved that problem. But that's the payroll entry, and that's it for this week. I appreciate you guys. Next week I'm going to put together a video just to kind of tie this all together and wrap it all up for you. But thanks a lot.